Hello viewers, this is Zafar Mehmood. Welcome to our channel Future Foundation School, Mysore, for yet another episode on influencing factors of learning. As you all know that in your previous episodes, we learn and we discuss on the various factors which are responsible to influence entire education system. But there we have one more important factor, perhaps the most important one for the students, and that is memory. Time and again, we question ourselves whether my memory is good or bad, whether it is average, how do I manage memory, can I really remember things? This question has always troubled most of us. To answer this question, we have invited today in our studio someone who has 3 decades of experience as a memory trainer, someone who has shown his skill and talent across the globe in various countries, including India, someone who has extensively traveled from every nook and corner in our nation to give that power of memory and to make students and teachers feel very, very comfortable as far as memory related problem is concerned. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Zafar Mehmood, an international memory trainer. Welcome to you, Mr. Zafar.
Thank you very much, Mr. After.
Mr. Zafar, the word memory itself is a magical word. This speaks a lot.
Yeah.
What, according to you, memories as a trainer, as an expert, what you can tell us to a viewer, what memories?
I can say memory is an asset to anyone, whether you are a student or a professional. It plays a very much important, vital role in our success. If you want to become successful in life, whether you are a student or a professional, there are many factors responsible in which our human memory also plays a very much important role to become a successful student or a professional.
Okay, you mean to say memory? See, generally when we talk about memory, we only refer to students, but it is equally important to teachers also.
Of course, for every one of us.
So one interesting question, often people say, I'm sure even you must have heard people saying, my memory is very bad. I have an average memory. My memory is very, very good. How true this statement is?
I'll tell you in a simple way. In this world, there is nothing like a good or bad memory here. Only two types of memory exist. One is called a trained memory, other one is called untrained memory. Untrained memory means till today what we are following, or once upon a time I also followed the old traditional method of storing and recalling any information. That's called rote memory. I mean mugging up by hatching and writing. What happens here in rote memory, it takes more time and less information goes inside the mind. And that too doubtful till the student reaches the examination hall. If he reach, it will be there or not, no guarantee also. Well, what we are sharing with the world, that is called trained memory, that's called creative memory. In this creative memory, no need to by heart. Just listening the information once or twice or reading the information once or twice, they can grab the whole thing with the help of certain techniques, certain methods. Here in creative memory, it takes less time, maximum information goes inside the mind, and that too permanent.
Amazing. See, a hypothetical question. Let's say a layman like me who takes a lot of time to understand things and a lot of efforts he puts into, grasp and understand things. How easy for a person like me to enhance my memory?
It's very simple. First of all, we need to be ourselves a little bit disciplined, internal. I'm not talking about extra discipline. We need to maintain our daily activities rightly. For example, sleeping pattern.
Oh, you mean sleeping also has an impact on
Very
memory?
much impact, very much impact.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Need to have good rest. I think you have seen most of the time during the examination times, test time, the students they'll wake up till midnight. I mean to say till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Next day when they go for exams, most of the time they fainted because brain needs rest. If you give good rest to the brain will work faster and quicker.
Okay.
And you should maintain some physical exercise. You should have good food. Most of the time, I advise a student to avoid eating junk food. It is only for the taste.
Junk food.
Yeah,
Oh, junk food also have an impact on memory.
definitely. Junk.
Okay, I have a very interesting question on behalf of all the students. I'm asking this, and I'm sure each one of you must have faced this problem. We are sitting in an examination hall, writing our answer, and we get stuck at one point. And we try to think and recall that point. We don't get. We go home, we go to bathroom, we on the shower. The moment water falls on us, we get that answer. What is this? I'm sure it
Exactly,
has
you are
happened
right.
with you also.
Yeah, most of the time, of course. During such a situation time, if you got struck at that moment, don't get panic. Just relax yourself and try to take a couple of deep breaths. I'll show you. Just 2 to 3 deep breaths. So if you take deep breaths, more and more oxygen is pumped to the brain. The brain will work faster and quicker, and you will find some way to get the answer.
Yet another question, Mr. Zafar. I've heard, I don't know, I'm not expert to make comment on this, but whatever I know, I express with you. Generally, people say that we memorize things in our mother tongue. What is the connection with mother tongue and memorizing things?
Of course, we memorize every stuff in our mother tongue only. See, in this world, whatever we understand based on the language plays a very much vital role. Similarly, our brain has got its own language that is called psychosymbology. It's a brain's language. Here, psycho means mind, symbology means communication. Our brain communicates to the world via signs, symbols, pictures, figures, ideas. That's how our brain stores the information. You know, we have got 5 senses. What are the 5 senses? Sight sense, hearing sense, nose sense, taste sense, feel and taste sense. So the technique says if you use all your 5 senses, you will learn anything faster and quicker.
Okay.
So in our training program, we give more importance to this. How to make use of all these 5 senses. You will be thinking, as a human being, I'm using it. What the difference is there? Of course, there is a difference.
Imagine a situation where a 10 standard students, they feel my memory is not good and I'm appearing for a public exam, state level exam. I want to enhance my memory. What is the duration where a student can get confidence that yes, now I have control on my memory? What duration of training is required?
Normally, we give 30 hours training spread over 1 week to 10 days.
Okay.
In this training program, the students they are going to learn one of the world best memory techniques and its application. We will see that the student can memorize the entire textbook in a summary way. I am
That
telling
textbook.
about entire textbook in a summary way. If you want, including page number also. I'll prove it.
And this is possible with a student who is dull and very ordinary in the class.
Of course. I don't want smart students.
Okay.
Give me below average students. I promise you, I am going to deliver the diamonds. But one thing should be there from the student point of view. They have to urge to learn. I require little interest. Why I am telling the audience? Because interest is called the father of memory. If you want to achieve anything in the world after, remember, interest plays a very much important role. I know you are a very good communicator. You got born talent or multiple talent personality, I believe it. How you develop? Because of your interest.
True.
So similarly, I advise a student, if you want to enhance the memory skills, love the subject. If you love the subject, everything becomes very easy. When the subject becomes easy, it is very easy to score 100% of marks.
That's something very interesting. Before we end this interview, I have a very, very important and a very interesting question. If at all you want to give one, clue or one information to our audience here on enhancing memory, what would you like to say?
As I told you, interest is called the father of memory. Then there should be mother.
Yeah, when there is father, there has to be
Of
mother.
course, do revision. Revision is called the mother of memory. As much as you revise, that much your natural memory power improves. Most of the time, we give less preference for the revision. I request the teachers, if you are watching me, see that your students should revise as much as possible.
Thank you, Mr. Zafar. So, viewers, that was Zafar Mehmood, international trainer, who interacted with us on memory skills. I'm sure this has helped students in some way to polish and fine tune their memory skill. If you like this channel, if you like this discussion, please subscribe it and see to it that you also pass on this to your friends who get the maximum benefit out of this. And we keep coming to you with episode every Saturday. We'll be launching one episode, and all these discussions will relate to your education system. So at the moment, we are focusing on influencing factor on education. So, Mr. Zafar, thank you very much for interacting with us. We look forward to see many more sessions in our school in future.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Aftab.
Thank
Nice
you very
meeting
much.
you. Thank you very much.